This is a little video about how philosophy can help you make decisions. This week in council, this is March 3rd, 2021, we're arguing about or debating whether to let the Noosa triathlon go ahead in a COVID environment. It's been a year since COVID has hit, the vaccine's on its way out, but still there's a lot of concerns. And so this is how I made my decision to allow the triathlon to go forward, and that was supported unanimously by council.
As you can see, as I said quite a few times so far, we were discussing the health aspects, and for category one, there's one is the tri, so we're talking about the triathlon. Really, we are. We're if it goes out to community consultation, I do not believe that you can divorce a pure COVID-safe response, plan from wanting to try or not wanting to try. A lot of my colleagues are really going to shake their heads at me and say, Tom, you got this really, really wrong. But we've been struggling so hard with this question that I'm going to go back to my fundamental principles of why I ran for council. And that is, I'm a Stoic, and Stoics believe in one tenement of Stoicism is that each and every person has a divinity within them. And that divinity is shown through the ability to love, to hope, to desire, to be themselves, and to be the best person they could possibly be. And as Socrates would say, your goal in life, the highest thing you can do, is to be the best you can be and develop your character. Develop those parts of yourself that nobody can take away from you, which is your soul, which is your character. And these big events, for example, the Tri specifically, they actually help people develop their character. That's part of what they do. When I talk to people loving the Tri, I don't like the Tri. Personally, I would never go in the Tri, but I see people and they are so absolutely emphatically in love with the Tri. It means so much to them, and it's the vast minority of the community, but still there's a lot of people that really, really love that. And I, as a Stoic, don't want to take away their ability, their moment, that time where they can develop themselves, develop their inner divinity for the rest of their lives. And I see the people at the front line, I've never been there, but I have been on the beach at Waimea Bay when it's giant in the dark, and that's my time. When I had my board under my arm, and I have been working years, my entire life, for that moment, to be able to embrace that moment, that paddle out into that surf. The same, I believe, goes for those people on the starting line of the Noosa triathlon. So I find going on a completely different level that I really don't want to take that opportunity for somebody to develop themselves as a Stoic from them unless there is a real emergency when it comes to COVID. In the past there was, but it seems as though we are, as Sunil, that we're going past that. We're getting a control of the COVID situation here. And people ask me, what is a Stoic? Well, there's one sentence that really captures what it is to be a Stoic. And it's from the Declaration of Independence from America. But I'm reading this not as an American, but as a Stoic. It says, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with a certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. And so what that's saying is that as a government, we want to recognize the divinity, and part of democracy is to help people find that divinity. Kings and dictators, they don't do that. But democracies, it's very important for each person to develop to the best of their potential. And because we are talking about the triathlon and a Category 1 event, there are don't have the reasoning. There's not a good enough reason to cancel those people's stoke, basically, for being there and feeling the love and developing themselves in the Tri. So I will, on that long soliloquy, I will support the amendment.